Lupita Nyong was born on March 1st, 1983 and is the daughter of a Kenyan politician called Peter Nyong. Lupita Nyong was born in Mexico and was raised in Kenya. The actor identifies as Kenyan Mexican. She is one of 6 children and is a descendant of the Luo tribe in Kenya, the same tribe that Barack Obama was believed to have come from. Her and her family left Kenya due to political repression and unrest. After the age of 1, her and her family moved back to Kenya, where she attended the International School of Ruzinga. From there, she then grew inspiration and motivation to start her own school plays. At the age of 14, she made her first acting debut in Romeo and Juliet. Lupita knew that she wanted to be an actor from the age of 5. She grew up with her family that liked to perform as well as she did, which actually made her want to be an actor. Her first film that inspired her was The Color Purple, which was directed by Steven Spielberg. When she saw Whoopi Goldberg in the film, she was impressed as she saw someone that represented her. That's when she believed that she could become an actress. Her first ever experience on a film set was the movie The Constant Gardener in 2005. She had just come back home from college and they were filming in her neighbourhood. A friend of hers was luckily in the movie and he introduced her to the production team. They put her on probation for a week as a production assistant. She was then later properly given the role of a PA. Nyong loved it as she got to see how the film industry worked. Nyong'o graduated from the University of Hampshire in 2007 and went on to study at the Yale School of Drama, which she graduated in 2012 with a degree in film and theatre studies. The acting methods that Lupita Nyong was taught were quite theatrical based, as she learnt how to act through studying famous plays. The college taught Greek literature such as Shakespeare, George Bernard Shaw, and Bertolt Brecht. Also during her time in university, she made a documentary called In My Genes, which follows people with albinism who suffer from discrimination in Kenya. She made her first feature film role as Patsy in Steve McQueen's historical drama 12 Years a Slave in 2013, which was her first major film. In 2014, Lupita Nyong won her first Oscar for the Best Supporting Actress for the feature film 12 Years a Slave. She said, "I'm glad I didn't know about the search for Patsy. I was not aware of all of this. I only became aware of it during this press tour. I was about to graduate from the School of Yale Drama, and my manager received the script for her client, Garrett Dillahunt, who plays Armsy in the film, and she thought that would be a great role for Patsy. I put myself on tape in New York with her help, and then a week later I was in Los Angeles and I went into the audition with Frances Maisler, the casting director. She put me through the ringer, then finally I was invited to Louisiana to audition for Steve. After Lupita auditioned in 3 different states, she then later flew back to New Haven. Within 24 hours, she received phone calls offering her a role. In 2015, she made her Broadway debut as a teenage orphan in the play Eclipse. That year, she was nominated for a Tony Award for her performance. In 2018, she starred in the movie Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler. This film made $1.3 billion at the worldwide box office. This movie was important to people of colour as there has been a lack of representation in the film industry. This film sparked a discussion and a positive change in representation. Lupita Nyong has starred in the movie Us, which was released on the 22nd of March 2019 and directed by Jordan Peele. She plays the main character Red, who returns to her beachfront home with her husband, son and daughter. Haunted by her traumatic experiences from the past, Red grows increasingly concerned that something bad is going to happen to her. Her worst fears soon become a reality as she fights for survival. In addition to being an Academy Award-winning actress and a beauty ambassador, Nyong is also an author. Her entitled book is called Solve, and it is about a girl who comes to accept her midnight-coloured skin, which is a thoughtful way to show children their special beauty. Nyong doesn't expect the book will cure racism. She does know that it will help young boys and girls like her truly see themselves. Lupita also is a feminist. In an interview with Porter magazine, she said, "My outlook from very young was that women can do whatever they want." So for Nyong, the idea that women and men are equal was practically in her DNA. "I was a feminist before I could even walk," she says. So, what's next for Nyong, a woman that has already accomplished so much in a relatively short amount of time? She's a great role model for people of color and women especially. She's a role model and is on her way to becoming an icon and inspiration for future generations.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family?
Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
It's us. They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
To take the dunk out of the bag.
That's a classic right there. Messing with that ain't no weed.
What does I got 5 on it mean?
It's about drugs.
It's not about drugs, it's a dope song. Don't do drugs.
Get in rhythm.
There you go. There you go.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Can't believe how big they've got.
Did you hear Gabe got a boat?
He's kidding, right?
He's not kidding.
Hey, I think it's vodka o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Jason?
Jason?
Where were you? I didn't know if you were lost. Stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family?
Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
It's us.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.